story has their own interesting and unique story to tell. Some may be full of happiness, sadness, excitement, fear, or simply a good mixture of them all. Whatever your story may be, make sure you follow these steps I'll later tell you about. Hi, my name is Kailey Taylor, and today I'll be walking you through how to build a narrative essay with 5 easy steps. The first step you need to concentrate on is the outline of the plot, which means you will need to know where does your story start. Where does it end? Every story needs a beginning, middle, and an end. Start your story off somewhere memorable. It is best if you can start your story off with a dramatic beginning so that you will engage your reader. For instance, if you are writing a story pertaining to your middle school dance, you can start off with, "It was a cool crisp fall day when I saw him, Billy Lane. He was walking towards me, and my heart dropped to my feet, while I held my breath hoping he would ask me to the dance." This allows the reader to connect with you on a personal level, and it also is building suspense. Your second step is the use of a consistent point of view. Most of the time, narrative essays will be written in first person and making use of I statements, which is a little unusual compared to other assignments you'll be given in school. In general, narrative essays, and short stories for that matter, should be told in the past tense. For instance, you would write, "Penny and I walk to the store every Thursday," not "Penny and I are walking to the store like we do every Thursday." Your third step, make sure you describe your main characters in the beginning. You will want to focus on key descriptions like the eye color, hair color, height, and their personality traits. Try writing up a brief sketch of each principal character in your narrative essay, along with the specific details you remember about them. Your fourth step, you will need to find the antagonist. Most narratives also have a protagonist and an antagonist. The protagonist is usually the main character or the writer who is struggling with something, the antagonist. Pick who or what your antagonist is in your story. The antagonist isn't the bad guy of the story necessarily, and not every story has a clear antagonist. Sometimes the antagonist could even be you. Now it is time for your last step. Bring your story to life. Bring your story to an end by telling what happened to your character. What did they learn or how did it change their life? Revise back over your rough draft and make sure you have a solid beginning. You want something dramatic. Make sure your story is in chronological order so you don't throw the readers off or spoil any of the stories. Make sure you have introduced your main character and an antagonist which your readers have a clear understanding of. Review your dialogue between characters to ensure that they are easy to follow and serve purpose in the story. It is important to remember that each time a new character speaks, you need to make a new paragraph. This will help with clarity and neatness. Finally, if you are sure your story has a nice flow in which you have implemented a beginning, middle, and end, you can proofread. Proofreading is to check over your spelling and punctuation. If you follow these 5 basic steps, your own narrative essay is on its way. Like I said, each person has a story, and I'm just enjoying the beginning of mine. In closing, every story needs a beginning, middle, and end. Use a consistent point of view. Identify the protagonist and antagonist. Use lots of description. Bring your story to life. Thank you.